This conference will now be recorded.
Okay. Hope now you are able to see the screen, right?
Yes, perfect. Thank you.
String buffer, David. Now let me print is okay. Then I will tell A is equals to Simran. Concat Simran. John. David. Okay. So now we have string buffer, string builder. All the objects got created. Okay. So now we are printing A, B, string buffer. Okay. So now for A, I am concatenating Simran. Means Priya, I am joining what? Simran. Okay. A ID is 16. Okay. Did you notice A ID was 16? It got changed to 42. Next. John. Okay. See now SBF ID is 31. Okay. See what happened here when we did a concatenation, the ID got changed. That means what happened? A new object got created. Why? Because string is immutable. String is immutable. The content of the object cannot be changed or modified. Whereas string buffer and string builder objects are mutable. The content of the object can be changed or modified. Now, if you see the content of, see, string buffer, it is Raju John. Similarly, David Mohan. Yeah, anyways, I'm telling A dot, so A value also getting changed, but the ID of E got changed. I'll run once again and show you. Okay, so what is the ID of A? 17. So string buffer ID is, string builder ID is 22. String buffer ID is 31. Let me print done. Now I'm telling a dot concat. If object is getting modified, then ID of the A should remain as 17. Okay, if only object is getting changed, ID should remain same. Let us see. See, ID got changed to 42. Priya Simran. Now, what is the content of string builder? ID is 42. Raju, R-A-J-U. Raju is the content. Now I will run. See, it is getting upended. It is getting upended. The object is getting modified. Okay, not a new object getting created with respect to string builder. Let's come to string buffer. Okay, David. So now let me run. See, Mohan got added, but the ID is remaining same as it is. So by this, what we understood is the major difference between string buffer, and string builder is string objects are mutable, whereas string buffer and string builder objects are immutable. Okay, string class objects are immutable. String buffer and string builder class objects are mutable. Okay, there is one more difference. String and string builder class methods are not synchronized. Okay, not thread safe. Okay, but string buffer class methods are synchronized. Okay, so this is the difference between string buffer, string, and string builder class. Clear, everyone? Do you have any doubt on this? Okay. So now let us create one class A, void M, and I'll create class B, extends A, void X. So now, how many members are present in class B? Or if I create an object of class B, how many members gets loaded into object? M and X. So no, M and X gets loaded into class B object. Why? Because M got derived from the parent class. Yes or no? Right? So B is inheriting class A, hence the class A members got derived into class B. So in Java, there is one class called as object class. There is one beautiful class called as what? Object class. Object class has few methods. Object class has what? Few methods. Let me write them. Equals. This is used to compare two objects, whether they are equal or not with respect to content. Then we have toString method, which is used to convert the object into string. Then we have clone method. Clone is just like a photocopy. If you want to take a copy of an object, you can use a clone method. Okay, if you want to get the hash code, you can just call the hash code method to get the hash code of that object. If you want to get the class name of an object, you can call get class. So you'll get the class name of that object, okay, with a fully qualified path name. Finalize method. Okay, finalize method. It is a method which is called by garbage collector whenever we need to clean the memory. Whenever we want to clean the memory. Then we have one wait method, which makes the thread to wait for a given interval of time. Long millisecond. There is one more wait method. Millisecond, comma nanosecond. There is one more wait method. Notify. There is one more method called as notify. So all these are object class method. Totally we have 11 methods. Present in which class? Object class. Where does this class is present? It is present in java.lang package. Object class is present in which package? Java.lang package. What is the speciality of the object class? Let us understand it. Object class is the supermost class in Java. Object class is the supermost class in Java. Each and every class in Java is a child class of object class. Each and every class in Java are child class of object class. Each and every class in Java are the child class of object class. Okay. Object class type variable can hold any of the Java object. Object class type variable can hold any of the class object. Okay, Java object class type variable can hold any of the class object. So let us see why that is like that. Now I will tell class A. So now tell me, is this class extending anything? Class A, is it extending anything? Are we extending anything? No, we are not extending anything. Any class which does not extend any class. Okay, if a class does not extend any class, compiler by default extends object class to it. If you write a class without extending any other class, what compiler will do? Compiler by default extends the object class. So what will happen now? Object class will become a parent of class A. Now what you will do? Now what you will do? You will tell class B extends A. Compiler checks, is this class extending anything? Yes, it is extending A class. So it will not extend the object class to it. Okay. So now B extends A extends object. So object class is the parent of B also. It's like this now. Object class extended by A and A extended by B. Okay, in the hierarchy of inheritance, object class became the parent of class B. Clear? So only we call object class is the parent most class in Java. Any class which does not extend any other class will be extending the object class. If you write a class by default, it will be extending the object class. Understood everyone? Object class is the supermost class in Java. Any doubt on this? So now I wrote test B, right? Test B is not extending anything. So by compiler, by default extends what? Object class. Class animal. Okay. So now if I tell A dot, you can see all the object class methods equals, class, hash code, notify all to, string, wait, void, and all. Yes or no? Clear? So clone and finalize you are not able to see because they are the protected members that we shall see how we can deal with it later. Right? Understood everyone? Here, once we create the object, okay, once we create the class, okay, it will automatically become the child class of object class. Now to hold it, I can take object class type variable class type extend animal. Okay, why I'm taking how can I take the object type variable to a curve object? Because object is the parent most class in Java. So it can be used to hold any of the child class object. Clear everyone? So object class is the supermost class in Java. Object class type variable can hold any of the type object. Next, we shall see one more concept. In Java, we have some primitive data types. Who are those? Byte, short, int, long, float, double, char, boolean. For each primitive data type, we have a corresponding non-primitive data type. For each primitive data type in Java, we have a corresponding non-primitive type. This is byte, short. For int, we have integer. For long, you can see L capital. Then float, double, character, boolean. Okay, these are what? Wrapper class. Primitive. Okay, so primitives. For each primitive data type, we have a corresponding non-primitive data type. These non-primitives are called as wrapper classes. Okay, for each primitive type in Java, we have a corresponding non-primitive type. These are called as what? Wrapper classes. We have byte, short, integer, long, float, double, all these are extended by number class. Boolean, these extends object class. Okay, short extends number, integer extends number, long extends number, float extends number, double extends number, byte also extends number class. All the wrapper classes are inbuilt final class. All the wrapper classes are what? Inbuilt final class. All the wrapper classes are present in java.lang package. All the wrapper classes are present in which package? Java.lang package. Okay, for each primitive data type, we have a corresponding non-primitive data type. They are called as what? Wrapper classes. Clear? Any doubt on this? Okay. So you might be wondering what is this wrapper class is used for? Let me just check. There is nothing major difference, okay? Int a is equals to 10. What is a now? It is primitive type. A is primitive type. Instead of this, we can use like this also. Integer I is equals to 20. I is what now? Non-primitive. I is non-primitive. I is class type. A is primitive type. Okay, so this is the major difference. Okay, there is no major difference while writing and all. Okay, one becomes primitive, one becomes non-primitive. So if you want a primitive type, then you take int. If you want a non-primitive type, take integer. Double k is equals to 2.4. Okay, if you want a non-primitive type, then take double j is equals to 9.6, like this. Okay, so if you want to take a primitive, take int. If you want to go with non-primitive, take integer. If you want primitive type double, take D small letter double. If you want a non-primitive type double, take D capital letter double. Clear? Now, int I is equals to 10. This is primitive. Okay, primitive. So now we have a primitive value. I want to convert it into a non-primitive. So let us see how to do it. Integer k is equals to new integer of I. New integer of I. A primitive value is getting converted into non-primitive. We call this concept as boxing. A primitive value, so I10, so I10, now it got converted into non-primitive, that is object type. A non-primitive value getting converted into a non-primitive type, okay, is called as what? Boxing. It's called as what? Boxing. Double R is equals to 3.14. So I want to convert it into a non-primitive. Double R J P is equals to new double of R. 3.14. So now what happened? It's converted into a non-primitive. A primitive value is getting converted into a non-primitive. It's called as what? Boxing. Now, integer x is equals to new integer 9. So now I will tell x dot int value. So this will return me what? Int. So what happened? Primitive a non-primitive value is getting converted into primitive. Is called as what? Unboxing. Is called as what? Unboxing. A non-primitive to primitive is called as unboxing. Now, double y is equals to new double 2.4. So y dot double value. So this will return what? Double type. A non-primitive is getting converted into primitive. It's called as what? Unboxing. Okay. So let us see this now. Int is equals to 10. Integer is equals to new integer of k. There is no change in the value of k, but only the type changes. So both are 10. Converting a primitive value to a corresponding non-primitive type is called as boxing.
But why we are doing this? Like we are converting an integer to integer only. Like where we
Yes,
have to
good
use this?
question. Good question. I will come to that. Okay,
Mhm.
I'll come to that. First, now you understand what is boxing, what is unboxing. Then I will tell you where do we need to use boxing and unboxing. Double two double on. Okay, so the things are remaining same. Okay, fine. So what is meant by boxing? Converting a primitive type value to a non-primitive type is called as boxing. Converting the non-primitive type to a corresponding primitive type is called as unboxing. double x is equals to new double to 145. Double is equals to x dot double value x is okay. So both remain same. Integer y is equals to new integer and p is equals to y dot into value. Then we can tell what is the is clear. So the things are remaining same. So boxing and unboxing was very important before Java 1.5. Okay, everyone has to take care of boxing and unboxing. But what happened after 1.5? They introduced a new concept called as auto boxing, auto unboxing. Auto boxing and auto unboxing. So this is called as what? Auto boxing. Okay, directly we are converting it into a non-primitive. We are not creating a non-primitive type object and then loading a primitive type. No, no such thing. Directly we are creating the primitive to non-primitive type. Similarly, they introduced a concept called as auto unboxing. That is, integer x is equals to new integer of 100 int y is equals to x directly. This is called as auto unboxing. So from then on, what happened? Java started doing boxing and unboxing directly. We need not to explicitly do it. Okay, we need not to explicitly do it. It will automatically unbox and it will automatically get boxed whenever it is required. Understood? You need not to explicitly do boxing and unboxing from Java 1.5. We are already in 1.8, so we need not to do it explicitly. Java by default does this. So now let us int a is equals to 10, integer b is equals to 8. What is happening here? Auto boxing. Okay, double r is equals to 3.14, double y is equals to r. What is happening here? Auto boxing. Double e is equals to new double of 7.8. Okay, double 2 is equals to e. What is happening here? Auto unboxing. integer w is equals to new integer 100 int is equals to w. This is what auto unboxing. Auto unboxing. So someone was asking when we need to do boxing or why we need to do boxing. Why we need to do boxing, you will understand in wrapper classes. Okay. Why? Because wrapper classes own, sorry, in collection framework, because in collection framework, it won't receive the primitive value. It can take only non-primitives. It can take only what? Non-primitives. Hence, we should or we can't use the primitives. At that time, we need to use the wrapper classes. The wrapper classes are mainly used in collection framework. You have a concept called as framework. In that framework, we use wrapper classes. Okay. See, there I will be telling it is a non-primitive type. I will write 10 and I will tell non-primitive type. You should automatically understand, okay, it is an integer. You should not think it as an int. You should think it as integer. Okay. So directly, okay, we don't use wrapper classes, but indirectly we use wrapper classes. Indirectly we use what? Wrapper classes. Understood? Fine. So from Java 1.5, we need not to worry much about wrapper classes because by default, boxing and unboxing is going to take place. Understood everyone guys? Any doubt on this? String A is equals to 10. String B is equals to 90. Now I will tell A plus B. Tell me what will be the output now? It is 1090. The interviewer will tell the expected output is 100. I want 100. Okay, but you are printing 1090. So now what we need to do? We need to do parsing. We need to do what? Parsing. So what is meant by parsing? Parsing a string. Converting a string to a respective primitive type using a corresponding wrapper class is called as parsing. Okay, converting a string to a respective primitive type using corresponding wrapper class is called as parsing. Okay, so converting a string to a respective primitive type. Okay, so what type of value is present in A? 10. A is of what type? Int. Okay. Int I is equal. So what I should do? I should convert it into a corresponding primitive type using what? Wrapper class. Right? Integer dot parse int. And I will tell E. Integer dot parse int E. Similarly, J is equals to integer dot parse int B. Okay. So then I will tell I plus J. I plus J. Now let us run this. See, are we getting 100? So why do we need to do parsing? converting a string into respective primitive type using corresponding wrapper class is called as parsing. Why do we need to do it? Why? Because whenever we need to perform any mathematical operation, we can't perform it using string. We need to parse it. How to do the parsing? Using a wrapper class. In interview, they will don't ask you what is wrapper class, but they will ask you what is parsing. To understand what is parsing, we should be knowing who are wrapper classes. That's the reason I walked you around wrapper classes. Clear, everyone? Any doubt on this? Okay. Oh, sorry. String n is equal to 2.14. Okay, string n is equal to 2.14. Boolean k is equals string h is equals to true. Okay, double k is equals to double dot parse double and parse n. Boolean r is equal to Boolean dot parse Boolean parse h. It is c. Okay, k is 2.14. Okay, it got converted into double, and similarly r. Okay, remember one thing, we can never parse string into char. Okay, so there is no concept called as parse char. A string can never be parsed into character. You can never parse string into char. Clear? Fine. Understood, guys? Everyone? Clear? Do you have any doubt or any questions regarding this?
No, I don't have, but from yesterday's homework, I have stuck
Yeah.
in one. So if you get chance, so
Sure, sure. We shall talk about it now. So everyone are clear with this, guys? Oh, yeah, Masood, tell me.
so not sure is the only me that having issues, some others having as well.
Okay, yeah, no problem.
So there was a number two, which is write a program to count number of given character present in string. So
Correct,
for an example, you provide navigator, and navigator has a two times, so we're supposed to print two because
correct.
it's
Hmm. You want to understand how to do it, right?
yeah.
Correct. So first what you will do, you will take the first character of your string.
Uh-huh.
Okay, store it in one variable C. Then you check, is it C equal to the first character? Let us take this is an array. This is an array. Okay, is it C equal to A of 0? Okay, in C what you are storing? First character, that is A of 0. Again you are checking, is it equal to A of 0? Yes, then increment one value, then check is it C equal to A of 1. A of 1 means this. If it is equal, increment, or else don't increment. Keep on moving. Then in the next iteration, you make C is equals to A of 1. Then again you check, is it C equal to A of 0? Okay, if it is equal, then increment F plus plus. Okay, so then change it to 1, change it to 2, change it to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You will get A count, then come and print the value of F. You will get it. Okay, but remember every time you make F is equals to 0. Got it?
It's a little confusing. So
Uh,
how many iterations we have to create for every character? We have to create the iteration.
Correct. Okay, main we have. Okay, let me take a string, right? Navigator. Okay, so char array is equal to list of two char array. Okay, I will take two variables. One is temp and one is char for int y is equals to 0, I less than dot length y plus plus. Okay, then what I do, temp is equals to here I array of I.
Oh,
Next what I do, int j is equals to 0, j less than ar dot when j plus plus. If temp equal to a of j, then what I do, count plus plus. Count plus plus. So then I will come out of the inner for loop and I will tell temp is present count times.
so in here we stop in second index, like index number 1, because of the reason that that's our intention to find out that how many times it has iterate in the string.
Correct. See here it is telling a occurs twice. Okay, similarly all other characters. So if you have one more t, then you can see when it is telling t is present twice. Got it? Or still confusion? I'll explain you if you have still confusion.
Maybe it's a little tricky for now. Maybe in future that it will clear up. I tried this one. I found it online,
Okay,
but it wasn't being clear to me. So that's the reason that.
fine. Fine. So we just continue. Here one bucket like this. So someone will ask you, hey, find how many characters are present in this bucket. Okay, so what you will do? So you have to compare, right? How many times the characters are occurring. So you have to take one of the character, right? So what you will do, you will take the first character out and you will store it in one variable.
Okay.
Okay, I will call this variable as temp. So now what you will do, you have to keep on checking. Is it temp equal to a of 0 if this is an array? Is it temp equal to array of 1? Is it temp equal to array of 2? Is it temp equal to array of 3? Is it temp equal to array of 4? Okay, so then if whenever it is equal, you keep on incrementing the value of count. So you'll come to know how many times it is repeating. Next time what you should do, you should take the second character and store it into temp. But again, you should start counting it from 0. 1, 2, 3, 4. And increment the count. That is what we are doing here. So temp will be a array of 0 first time, second time array of 1, third time array of 2, fourth time array of 3, like that it goes. Okay, so then we are starting, we are comparing once again with temp. Whenever temp is equals to array of 0 or array of 1, array of 2, we are incrementing the count. So then we are coming out of that inner for loop and printing the value of temp and count. So again, the outer for loop I increments, again temp value changes, again comparison happens from beginning. Like that.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. So any doubt guys on this? Oh, fine guys. So see you on Monday. Have a
Yeah.
nice time. Thank
You
you.
too. Thank you.